Earlier today was the Baldwins Premier Coin Auction, and some of my absolute favourite coins were auctioned. Of course, most of the coins were coins that I couldn't afford. They were for the big guys, the rich guys, the international buyers, and you can see here the auction for the beautiful Una and the Lion £5 pattern gold piece from 1839, and you can see the bidding here, £100,000, and all of these bids also attract buyer's premium at 20%. So £105,000, £110,000. It does look a great example, and of course it's a coin we all would like to have in our collections, but most of us will never have even a cruddy example of this particular coin in our collections. £120,000. For those of you in America who aren't au fait with international currencies, add 25% to these costs and get your dollars, and then add 20% buyer's premium, and you get the idea of what the lucky buyer is paying for this coin. Is this too much? Is this too little? You know, there are quite a few Una and the Lions around. It's not a unique painting. It's one of those coins which everyone who collects coins aspires to have. So we've got an 1887 proof set going from £5 right down to the small silver denominations, bidding starting at £30,000, £32,000, and not quite enough, I don't think, to get this set, to take it home. And you can see that it hasn't quite reached the level that anybody is actually going to be able to buy this kind of set. When you see that, then what comes up on the screen is the word passed. So it means that it hasn't really got up to its reserve. The auction house isn't going to sell it. Next up is a £5 gold piece from the 1887 proof set with the Jubilee head. I don't know why, maybe somebody can tell me this, but I really don't understand fully why the numismatic value of a £5 piece, given that the mintage and rarity is often the same as the £2 and £1, is so high relative to the other coins. So I don't really understand that. You can have 700 of each coin minted, but the £5 gold piece will be way, way more expensive than any of the others. Here's a one sovereign from the Jubilee set in proof 64. Nice coin, and you can see the kind of level of bidding on this one. 3,400, asking for 3,600, and what happens is you look at the increments on the bids, and it comes a time with these coins where the increments are so high that you can't realistically bid on the coin, because if you bid on it, it takes you to the next increment, and that means with the buyer's premium at 20 to 24%, you end up paying over the market price at auction pretty easily. So you've got to really watch out and make sure that you are the right bidder on the right coin at the right stage in the bidding. Otherwise it becomes quite difficult. I mean, this one, another 64 grade coin, he didn't get it at 3,400 the last time. He's bid 3,600. There's another £720 after this. Is it too much? I don't know. I mean, you tell me. British proofs are very, very highly sought after at the moment. Prices are pretty high relative to history, but are they likely to go higher? I've always thought the answer to that is going to be yes, and that's why I've tended to sell other coins myself to invest in British proof coins, which is why I'm kind of looking at the Premier auction with interest to see what kind of coins are going for. So I didn't buy any of these coins at Baldwins today. I wasn't lucky enough to take any away. I did successfully buy 2 coins from the morning auction, which were much lower value, and when those arrive you'll see those on the channel in due course. Meanwhile, don't forget that you can get a discount from my sponsor Coin Connection. With great thanks to our sponsor the Coin Connection for agreeing to another month of 2% discounts. That's 2% off everything with the special code Kevin. Yep, Kevin, Kevin. So my sincere apologies for bringing you down to earth after taking a look at those amazing coins go through their auction paces today at BSJ auctions. So we're back to a few arrivals. I hope you're still with me, and we can take a look at some of the coins that have come in from more normal mortals to be graded at NGC. So definitely no Una and the Lions, definitely no proof £5 gold pieces from 1893 or 1887, but some pretty nice little gold coins of the kind of coins that most collectors are going to want to own and be able to afford to own and thinking about having graded. So this one is a BU coin. Must have come out some kind of packet or cover or something, but it's a 2005 BU edition sovereign. It's a full sovereign. Usually coins like this are in pretty good condition when they've been inside that protective covering, but not necessarily the case, and we'll watch out for that. This one is a 1950 Saudi Arabian coin, about the same size as a sovereign. I don't know very much about its history, but the owner of that coin is thinking about conserving it to brighten it up a little bit. Here we've got another one of the special designs. When I first saw this, I thought it may have been a proof, but actually it's not. You can see that it's a BU coin. It's a plain bullion sovereign, doesn't have the same strike or frosting as the proof coin. It's got a little bit of haze around the outside, and it's been hanging around, obviously slightly handled, since 2002. So that one is going to be conserved before it's graded. You may think, is it worthwhile taking a regular bullion sovereign and conserving it and grading it? And the answer, surprisingly, can be yes, if it's a special year sovereign. So I've got a couple of Chinese coins. Hopefully they're genuine ones, but the owner of these wants them authenticated by NGC to see whether they are genuine, and I'm happy to help in that process. I think one of those is a 1914 and the other one is a 1920, the China dollar coins. Next up we have a snowman. Snowmen graded 70 are not doing badly. I sold my 70 grade snowman on eBay the other day for about £125, and ungraded they might sell for £40 or £50. So it can be worthwhile grading those snowmen, particularly if they get a 70. So let's have a look and move on and see what else we've got available that has come in for Numistaka submission to NGC. And I was expecting a couple of coins. One of them in this package should be a young coin, a modern coin, and the others are very interesting old coins, and interesting to see what condition they're in. So nicely packaged here in a small box, which offers plenty of protection and is not too difficult for me to get into, which is always useful. And let's take a look at the coins that are inside this box. So without further ado, whizzing straight through the unpackaging of these to take a look at the first coin, we have to present to you today a gold 50 pence piece. So 50 pences have become very, very popular recently, inspired, I guess, by the Kew Gardens, but it seems everybody is trying to track down and buy gold 50 pence coins, and I do not blame them at all. I think they've been overlooked for a while, and there's plenty of bargains out there if you look hard, and there's a great big chunk of gold in these 50 pence pieces. Some of them are available if they're a little bit older for not that much more than spot value, and I think that they could be quite a good thing to collect for the future. That particular one was a Scouts 2007, and there's just been a 2019 version of that coin as well in the 50 pence 50th anniversary set. And if you're still with me at the end, which I hope you are, you're in for a bit of a treat to see a couple of very, very beautiful coins. 1787, George the Third, and this one is a shilling. And how nice is that? I mean, that, when you think what this coin must have been through, must have seen over 200 years, just absolutely gorgeous. And then there's another little coin, also George III, that is protected in here. And this one is a sixpence. Also a beautiful coin. Very, very crisp portrait. Hopefully it'll grade really, really well. I mean, it's beautiful. Look at the kind of epaulettes on George's shoulder there. I mean, absolutely amazing detail. Really, really nice. We'll get a closer look at that. Look at the shields on the back, the cruciform shields. Just, it's almost as if that coin was minted yesterday. It's so nice. What do you think it'll get? I think maybe, what, 65? 64, 65, depending on what people feel about it. A few little marks on the fields that may stop it getting higher than that, but really, really lovely coin. This one is a pretty big, chunky George III coin. It's a Bank of England kind of token coinage. Lots of detail on it. You can see there, very kind of proof-like, mirrored fields, 5 shillings or $1. It's like a trade token. There are quite a few of these in sort of funny denominations produced around about this time. Highly collectible. So there you have it. That's the end of these arrivals and some footage on the Baldwins auction today. Hope you enjoyed that and that you're back with me sometime very soon. Click the little bell, like, subscribe, comment. Great to have you here.